The Super Tenere gets new shoes. We're all ready to operate on the patient, get those wheels off. I got a Rabaconda here. We're going to give this street tire changer a try. I am heating up the tires with my patented use the shop heater to heat your tires, so hopefully that'll help. Those are Metzeler Tourance. I think they're like an 80-20, 80 street, 20 off-road. We got a little bit better tread on them. They're supposed to have good longevity. We got a big trip this summer coming up, so the Bridgestone Battle Axe Adventure tires are going to be swapped out. These would probably be fine for another trip, but they're just getting a little bit low on tread. You know, not too bad, maybe 1/8 of an inch of tread there. Probably would be okay, but I'll go ahead and switch them out. I can always put these back on when I return from the trip. So I have some help. I have help coming down. My father-in-law ran a tire shop for many years. He's 89 now, retired for quite a while, but still a fount of knowledge. So when I get into trouble with this Rabaconda, as I'm sure I will, he'll be here to help. Got some soapy water, we're all set. Got the Rabaconda approved bead grease. Interesting, in a couple of the YouTubes I watched, the official Rabaconda YouTube, they use the bead grease, but sometimes when somebody goes to a show and they see the same guy doing a demo at the show, he's spraying everything down with soapy water, and he's saying that the soapy water fills in better than the grease. So we'll see how all that goes. So I think soapy water off and grease on is the idea. Can't wait to get started. All right, everybody says have your motorcycle toolkit filled with things that you actually use. So I believe I can get my tires off with just these tools. Got some hex adapters, a cheap Harbor Freight wrench, which it's extendable for extra torque. Who knows how long that'll last, but fits nicely in the bag. And then the Tusk tire wrench. We'll see. We'll see if this stuff gets the tires off. If not, I will add to the kit what I need to find. So I got another Harbor Freight. This is a motorcycle lift. And when you've got a center stand on the motorcycle, I already tried this, and you can't really get this lift in the right spot to get the whole bike off the ground properly balanced. That lift gets in the way. And some genius out there has probably figured out a way to do that. But for now, I'm just going to crank it up here just to get the front wheel off. There we go. I got the front wheel off, got the back wheel off. Everything's nice and stable. Should work like a dream. Just like a dream. Okay, pinch bolts first with this handy hex, 6mm hex, and then this 19mm hex for the axle. Oh, for Pete's sake, I forgot the ABS connection. Oh dear me. Rookie mistake. Okay. That was a 4mm hex that's not in my kit. So that'll have to be rectified. And here's the other thing, is this little guy here. There's a spacer here that I need to make sure I don't drop. I'm trying to keep track of all this stuff. Here's my dad, by the way. Hi, Dad. There are dozens of YouTubers watching you now. So that, I don't want to lose in the field either. So we're learning how to take this tire off the hard way. Okay, next discovery here is the tire won't come out because the brake calipers are holding it. So it looks like I got to drop this, at least one brake caliper, so I can get the tire out. Yeah, I can get a tie up. That's a good idea.
Get it tied up out of the way.
That guy should come out. We may have to do the other side. We'll see in a second. That's kind of an odd wear pattern.
Yeah.
It's almost like it.
Kind of more on this side and this side.
Maybe when I was in Kansas and the wind was blowing me at an angle like that for about 200 miles. Well, it'll be good to get the new tires on, I think. Won't hurt anyway. I can put these back on for riding around locally here. Okay, the cap fortunately had that little thing on there, so I was able to get the valve out. I thought I bought a valve remover. I'll have to find out where it went. But anyway, air's out, deflated. Okay, just about got it in the right spot. Okay, we're ready to give it a try. I think so.
You're gonna have to
Push and hold, yeah.
there. Now, if you push down now, that should break it loose. Something came loose.
Yeah. Almost be nice if this thing had a little tension knob so you could
Tighten it.
have it not be falling down on you all the time. Once you find the right spot.
It's got something here, man. Right
Okay.
here.
Okay. I believe. Oops, not quite. All right, I think we can. Still not. Pop. There it goes. Well, getting that guy on was not nearly as easy as the YouTubes made it look, but Dad helped me figure it out. So, I think we're ready to start cranking. Forgot my strap there, so now we got the strap on. Now I think we're ready to crank. Yay!
That's okay because you want it locked. You're still gonna need this.
But on the oh, you're right.
You
You're
don't
right.
turn it around.
We're not ready yet. We got to get down to the other one now. Well, they come from the top, so they do the same thing, but now they go in here.
You're putting it back on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay. So what? So now back to this. Yay! All right. Dad has seen this 1,000 times. I've seen it once. It was 0 before this. The trouble with YouTubing is you stop all your work to take all these pictures. And I'm a horrible YouTuber. All right, here we go. The dramatic last. Oh, here, I thought it was going to be easy. That's when I realized how much Dad was helping. All right, come on, baby. Oh, yay! She's on. Woo! Okay, it was doable. Granted, that was probably the easy tire, but we did one. Yay! All right, Dad just explained something to me that I have always wondered about. When you put these front tires on, sometimes the tread, so rotation is this way, but the tread is like this, which is opposite of the rear tire. And what Dad's saying is there's a reason for that, and the reason is the motorcycle is pushing this tire. It's pushing it instead of, driving it. It's being pushed. And so you get better traction with the tread in the opposite direction. I don't know if that makes perfect sense or not to me, but that is the reason. So that's good to know. Always wondered.
That doesn't stop with anything at the bottom, so it's
So if it was out of balance, would it have tended to want to stop sooner?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it'd stop with
It's just rotating forever right now.
yeah.
I didn't take the tire weights off. Here they are. But the red dot is here. Here's the red dot. and here's the tire weight. I wonder if maybe that red dot means that's the heavier side. See, it is kind of wanting to come down like that, isn't it? It's not drastic though, is it? It is coming back to that red dot. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
So I guess ideally you'd put a little bit of weight, yeah, but it's not.
It's not at the red dot.
Yeah, now it wants to come back to where those weights are mounted. I don't know, Dad, do you think it's something to worry about? Seems like it's probably fine. I mean, it's not like it wants to find a spot and stick there. Maybe I'll call it
It sure
good.
wouldn't take very much.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we had the noisy compressor running, but we just got enough air in it to pop both beads, and it's ready to go on. Okay, well, we missed all the fun of putting it back on, but got the ABS connected. I remembered the spacer, we got everything, got the brake calipers on. Everybody is back where they should be. So now we're gonna pressure it up to 36 or 38. But it's on. All right, time for the back tire, so that's a little bit trickier.
You need right here.
Yeah, I need a camera person. She's off. Came off a little easier than the front even. We're over here breaking the beads. We got the beads broke. We're ready to attempt removal of the rear. I was so freaking out that this back tire would be so much harder, but Dad had me grease it up better, and that made all the difference. So there it is. So I think it's all downhill now. All right, we got one pop. Come on, second pop. There it is. 30 pounds. 42 we're going for the back. Okay. So these Super Teneres have shaft drive, and they got these funky things here, and people that know what they're doing know what they are, but I am just gonna put them back in the way they were when they all fell out. Well, the rear tire seems much more out of balance. So, and I don't have any weights, so I'm gonna get some weights. And then Dad noticed that my rear brake pads are just shot, and I'm just not going to take a big trip with those. So I'm going to order new rear and front pads and get those put on. So we'll check back in when those are available. Finish this project up. But by golly, the tires are mounted on the rims, and I had good help. And by golly, the Rabaconda did the trick. I think once I get the hang of it, get better at it. I don't know how stiff-walled these are considered to be, Metzeler Tourance, but they went on. It was okay. So yay for that. Okay, I got the tires on. We got Metzeler Tourance tires installed successfully with the help of the Rabaconda and my father-in-law. Rear tire, I did balance it. I got some weights and balanced it on my Harbor Freight balancer. We did check brake pads, and I do need to change the brakes in the rear, so that's what I'm going to do. Job for another day. It's still stopping okay and not squeaking, but I'm not taking it too far until I get those replaced. So Rabaconda worked great. I'm very pleased with that, and very happy that I'm able to do this project myself. Why, I might even go ahead and change the tires on the little Triumph 400X Scrambler that we just got. Isn't that cool? It's got Metzeler Tourance street tires on it, and I do a lot of scrambling out in the woods and the mud and stuff, so I should get maybe some Dunlop Trail Max or something. Successful project. Quite pleased. And the Rabaconda stuff all gets neatly packed away in a little bag there. So I'd say I can recommend it. I'm happy with the Rabaconda. Yeah, a little expensive, but as I said, I had a lot of trouble with a professional shop, destroying a tire and messing things up, and really costing me about, what was it, 2 or 3 weeks of riding time. And, you know, yeah, it's cheaper to take it to a shop. If you got a good shop, more power to you. But if you don't, then you're kind of screwed when they mess up on things. So there it is, ready to roll.